As I mentioned before, I'm a member of a number of black Facebook travel groups. And I promise you, every 2 to 3 days, there's a story posted, article posted on, the racism black travelers face when they go to Europe, the racism black people face when they travel to China, how to avoid racism in Europe, how to avoid racism in Asia. I'm a black woman, and Italian men are, in fact, they love me. Italian men love me, but then I was shocked to find out how they just wanted to screw me. I mean, you have a number of these articles and stories that are posted on these black travel groups. But then when you say, when you offer a solution, the solution is, spend your hard-earned money and travel to Ghana, travel to Mali, travel to Benin, travel to Togo, travel to Tanzania, travel to Kenya, where you don't have to deal or experience this type of racism that you're complaining about when you travel to Europe or Asia. The answer is, I'd rather just travel to Europe and Asia and just spend my hard-earned money and boost their tourism and just tolerate the racism. It's to the point now, there are individuals who are marginalizing and rationalizing the racism that many black people face when they go to China, as it's not racism, it's communism. In that sense, I guess Chinese people can't watch TV because of communism. They don't see black people on TV, so it's completely normal for them to want to touch your hair, your natural hair, or it's completely normal for them to be racist towards you, because it's not the racism, it's communism. That's how people in the black travel sphere are trying to rationalize the racism they face in China just to see the Great Wall and to give it a pass because, they're so desperate to see the Great Wall of China. But when you offer the solution that instead of going to China, how about you just travel to Tanzania, which, in my honest opinion, is one of the best countries to travel to on the planet, if not the best. And I did a video on that earlier this week. They would still want to travel to China, and they complain and whine about the racism. But when you offer a solution about, hey, how about you not go there unless you're going to make money and conduct business there and you're going to get a check, then I somewhat understand. Well, I do understand. But if you're going to spend your hard-earned money, boost Chinese tourism, just to experience when you land, people wanting to run up and touch your hair and mistake you for Mary J. Blige and Michael Jordan and Emmitt Smith. I mean, Emmitt Smith is about 5'9", you're 6'3", and they think you're Emmitt Smith. Michael Jordan is about 6'6", 6'7", you're 5'9", 5'10", and they mistake you for Michael Jordan. They want to touch your hair, and you think it's normal. It has to be annoying as hell. But you would rather tolerate that just to see the Great Wall of China instead of going to places where you don't have to deal with that at all. This is a case of black people with passports and Stockholm syndrome. Look up Stockholm syndrome. When you have people who are in abusive relationships who still go back after being abused over and over again, is Stockholm syndrome. So you're so desperate just to see the Great Wall of China, just to see, the Berlin, the ruins of the Berlin Wall. I don't know. You're so desperate to see the Colosseum that you will tolerate people being openly racist and then cry, whine, and complain and write an article about it on how you were treated like shit, how you had to deal with the racism, but you still recommend people to go. when in essence all you have to do is go to Namibia, go to Botswana, Rwanda. I will offer that as a solution. People will literally say, hey, how about just go to Africa? And then you have a million excuses on why you would rather tolerate the racism, the bigotry, just to continue to go to Europe and China, just to prove a point, which I don't know what you're trying to prove, but you would tolerate being discriminated against just to see the Great Wall of China, just to see the Colosseum. You would tolerate that. They'll write and complain about it, and then at the end of writing and complaining about how racist these places are, recommend that place still and encourage people to still go instead of saying, hey, let's just spend our hard-earned tourist dollars. Let's move it to somewhere in Africa where we don't have to deal with this nonsense. This is a case of being black with a passport and Stockholm syndrome. That's what this is. Follow me on social media. Search for Uhuru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Go to www.dynaspirit.com. Check out our indigenous African art, jewelry, fashion, and accessories. Go to Amazon.com. Search your name, Dynasamir. Buy a book. I've written several of them. And then please go to Search for Uhuru. Learn more information on the documentaries we're shooting and working on currently. Dynasamir, Search for Uhuru, to Kapitan Don. Till next time. Stop being black with a passport and Stockholm syndrome. When you have so many options to travel to, why? I mean, you earn and spend your hard-earned money to go to places where they are open about how they think you're different, weird, and don't like you. I mean, you would sit here and give the excuse on, Asian people running up to touch your hair. But for some odd reason, when Chinese, Asian tourists come to America, I do not see them running up and touching black people's hair. Find that odd. But for some reason, you think it's normal for them to touch your hair when you're over there. But they don't do it when they're over here. And then you're trying to rationalize it as it's not racism, it's not you being a weird science experiment, it's communism. That's how you're going to rationalize it. Come on, folks. Let's stop it. Dynasamir. Till next time, I'm out.